evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's performance of Agatha Frisbee's Murder on the Oriental Road. You're sure to be delighted with the talent of tonight's stellar crew. Anyway, enough about that. On with the show.
I know. It's always difficult when one loses a patient.
Yes, doctor, but this was no ordinary death. Has anyone notified the next of kin?
Her husband, Bruce Boulder, is on his way.
Excuse me? Are you Dr. Overy?
Yes, I am, but I can't see anyone right now. I'm afraid there's been a death.
Yes! That is why I am here.
And just who are you?
Mademoiselle, I am Inspector Hercule Pierogi. The famous Polish detective?
The police have already been here to investigate.
And that patient's death has been determined to have been of natural causes.
If you can call that natural.
Now, I am intrigued. Please explain.
Well, you see, Inspector, this is a clinic for women's disorders. Primarily hot flashes.
I see.
But I'm afraid that I can't speak with you now. We have a patient to examine.
Well, I just have a few questions. Doctor! Doctor! Oh. Some people just never cooperate with law enforcement.
Mrs. Drench-a-lot, the doctor has some questions for you.
Come along, Mrs. Drenched-a-lot. We have to cure those hot flashes.
Now, Mrs. Drench-a-lot, do you find yourself frequently using bed sheets to fan yourself?
Yes. Be useful and hold this.
Do you enter a room and have no idea why you're there?
Exactly.
Do you ever find yourself wondering if your hot flashes could be the cause of global warming?
Yes. Just the other night I said that to my husband.
Very good. The doctor will see you now.
A hot summer night, and she's soaking wet. From case of night sweats. Somebody quick, mop her brow, and do it right now before she drowns. And she screams, "Doctor, doctor, what can you do? I've got a bad case of hot flash blues. No pill's gonna cure her ill. She's got a bad case of hot flash blues." Let's have a look and see what we find. She's cooking like a furnace, and I'm nearly blind. I can't believe it. What a glow! Everyone's You've got it bad, but I can fix it good. And she screams, doctor, doctor, what can you do? I've got a bad case of hot flash blues. No pills gonna cure her ill. She's got a bad case of hot flash blues. Now, Mrs. Drench-a-lot, we have here a little something for your troubles. Remember, always buy extra bed sheets as needed.
Now you've got the doctor's prescription. You know what to do.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Doctor. Yes, Inspector.
Certainly.
Now, as I said, this is a clinic for women's disorders.
Yes,
Primarily hot flashes.
undoubtedly.
The deceased was receiving treatment for severe hot flashes. The police and Dr. Overy have determined that she...
That's she? Yes? Oh, doctor, please finish the explanation.
Well, you see, Inspector, it appears that the patient was in the middle of what may have been the most severe hot flash ever recorded in female history. All evidence seems to indicate that she died from spontaneous human combustion.
You mean?
She burst into flames!
Oh, my! Well, where did this so-called combustion occur?
The ashes were found on that Oriental rod.
Unbelievable!
The police are sending someone by later on to pick it up. They are satisfied with my findings in regards to the cause of death, but they still have some formalities to attend to.
Well, doctor, may I see it?
Well, I suppose there's no problem with it. After all, they are finished with their investigation.
I see. This is very. I see. This is most extraordinary, doctor.
I call it tragic.
Oh, so would I. That rug was an heirloom.
It is a nice rug. I must say, doctor, this is the most bizarre case I have ever encountered.
As I told you before, Inspector, there is no case. That patient died from natural causes. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You see, you have no idea how excruciating hot flashes can be unless you've experienced one for yourself. Am I right?
And you have experienced him for yourself, doctor?
Oh, well, of course not. But a good doctor feels his patient's pain. And I'm sorry for all of you. But you see, Inspector, I have made it my life's work to end the suffering of middle-aged women by finding a cure for hot flashes. You're welcome.
Well, doctor, that is very noble of you, very noble indeed. But, my friend, I am afraid that your cure has come a little bit late for this woman.
But, Inspector, you haven't told us why you're here. Who call you.
All in good time, mademoiselle, all in good time. But for now, I need to continue with my investigation. You don't mind if I look around, since there's nothing to hide, Doctor?
Oh, but of course not. But first, allow me to give you a tour of the lab. In the meantime, Harmonia, why don't you find Dwayne, the handyman, and have him move this rug to the supply closet, where it will be safe. Thank you, Harmonia. Now, come along, Inspector.
Certainly. This way?
Oh, hello there, Miss Harmonia. That rug there, you know, this sure could use a good beating. Just look at the dust on that thing. No, Dwayne, those are ashes. But I thought this was a smoke-free facility. Yeah, well, no one told her. I'm confused. Hasn't anyone told you about the death? Well, I don't know what you're talking about, miss. A woman burst into flames and died on that rug. Holy smokes! Is that what's left of her? I'm afraid so. Wow, nice, hair, that is. You know, that outline looks kind of familiar. Who was she? I'm afraid it was Shannon Stone, the famous movie star. Shannon Stone? Yes, she was receiving treatment under an assumed name. But I guess it doesn't matter who knows now. Once the tabloids get wind of this, it'll be all over the news. The publicity will be terrible for the clinic. Now, look after the rug. I must go help Dr. Overy in the lab.